This is Shadi Alame from Skurnik Wine and Spirits. She's their Italian wine portfolio manager, bringing us one of my favorite producers of all time from Sicily. What do you got?
All right. We are on Mount Etna with Tenuta delle Terre Nere. This is Marco de Grazia, the winemaker here in Randazzo, which is on the northern slopes of Mount Etna, kind of towards the western side. Marco is a lover of old vines and a vine hunter by nature. So since he began in the early 2000s, he has discovered vineyards throughout the north, the east, and the south.
All on Etna though, right?
All on Etna.
Okay.
All on Etna. And here with the Etna Bianco, this is a celebration of those vineyards. This is a blend of predominantly Caricante, which is the grape that brings structure and muscle to the wines here, indigenous to Mount Etna, along with its pairing Catarratto, which gives a bit of roundness and softens up that muscular Caricante. There's also a little smattering of Inzolia, which is the grape of Marsala, usually on the western side of Sicily, but here is also grown on Mount Etna, and Volcanic, which is the grape otherwise known as Garganega. Volcanic is known as Garganega, and this is the grape best known for Soave Classico.
Sure, just the depth and structure and just, I don't know, accessibility even at a young age that these wines presented to me has always been just kind of thrilling, you know. It's almost where I kind of discovered Sicily. Like, you know, a lot of times for a long time, Sicily's been known for just kind of high production, not plonk, but not beautiful wines. This guy like dialed it up several notches for sure.
He really did, and he is known for that, for bringing quality and a celebration of indigenous varieties at a time when very few makers were. And the Etna Bianco is a wine that you oftentimes find in my fridge.
I bet. Yeah, like I get like this beautiful lemon curd thing going on here.
A little bit of salt, like saline here. And part of that is thanks to the weather that comes and moves from the east to the west. It sits on the eastern slopes here. And so you're getting some of that salty air literally on the grapes. And so it finds itself into the wine.
No, this is again, I've had this wine many times. And this is the 24 vintage we're on to right now?
24 vintage, a little cooler than some previous vintages. And so this vibrancy, the lift here comes from some of those cooler days that they were.
You feel like a brighter freshness. 23 was a difficult vintage, right?
23 was tough. The fruit that came out of 23 is glorious, but Marco lost about 70% of his vineyards in 2023.
Cool and wet was the problem?
It was, yes, exactly.
So I would never guess that Sicily ever got cold or cool or
It gets
wet.
hot also, and it was hot in 23, but the weather that came and stayed on top of the vineyards there, reduced the temperature and really brought some pressure that was very difficult to navigate.
So we're on to the far superior, to say, 2024, lots of inventory. Definitely grab the white. We can move on to the red. What do you got here?
This is the Anniversario bottling from Marco. From the Bella Colonna subplot within the Calderara Sotana crew, which is a lot to unpack. But the story about this bottling is that back in 2005 or so, Marco, who again loves his old vines, was forced to replant a 3-hectare plot within his prized Calderara Sotana crew, which is the vineyard that sits right in front of and behind the winery here.
Where are we in relation to volcanic activity?
We are on the volcano. And it's a really great
sounds
question.
dangerous.
It's a really great question and very pertinent to this particular vineyard because here we are planted to Alitico soils. Alitico is an eruption that began about 60,000 years ago up until about 15,000 years ago, which is not necessarily old by volcanic eruption.
Human years.
Exactly. But what makes this unique in this particular spot is that there has not been any further eruptions that have covered the soil here. So you are on the very oldest volcanic topsoil in all of Mount Etna.
Awesome.
Here in Colorado, Satana. The vines were planted in 2006 and 2007, so they're fairly young vines, all Nerello Mascalese, the great indigenous grape of Mount Etna.
It's definitely, it's settled down, it's matured. Just super, like I get rose petals, I get,
little black currant thing happening that is just really lovely.
But still like so light, but still powerful.
Yes.
Yeah, this is one of the best wines I think he makes ever.
I would like to argue with you, and I guess I could, but I'm not going to.
Tell me better.
Well, one thing that he definitely does is focus on his single vineyard bottlings. So when you begin to explore some of those even older vines, they can be wound up at the beginning. This definitely unfurls a lot earlier. It is in a perfect moment and will not go far anytime soon. But his single vineyard bottlings are a pretty neat thing to
So would you almost
endeavor.
Kind of think of it as in Bordeaux, the main house, the big house is what I call it. So the Grand Vin, and then the second one. You drink the second wine earlier because it's younger vines, etc. And then you wait for the Grand Vin 10, 15, 20 years down the road. That'd be similar?
Yes, I think that's a very good way.
That's comparison? Yeah. Awesome.
Stuff the single vineyards in your cellar while you're drinking the Anniversario.
Yes. I'm definitely drinking the Anniversario, for sure. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming here. I appreciate it. I love these wines. Your insight has been invaluable. It's like I thought I knew, and then you trained me up, so I appreciate it. You can find these wines and many more at saratogawine.com. Cheers.
Cheers. Salute.